Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of NuStrength Sugar Babes. And I have a sugar babe here who's also from Brisbane. Her name is Faye, and she is 60. Can you believe it? We were just saying 60 going on 21. She and her husband own a business that basically helps business owners get their business to the point where they can have the lifestyle that they want. And she came to me, it's been past, like, you did the program. Has it been a month or two since you finished the program?
It's a month since I finished it.
So it's been like 16 weeks. And I have to say, well, I'm not surprised. Obviously, you got a successful business, but you just basically did everything that I said. But you come from like the opposite of what we did, like really low calories, chicken, broccoli, nuts, seeds, and it was actually quite amazing the results that you got in such a short period of time, given that you've been doing what you've been doing for, 60. Like, it's a long time. You've been doing what you're doing for a long time. So yeah, you were just such an awesome client to work with, so easy, and you did everything. So thanks for being so awesome. But could you tell the viewers, what were the issues that you were having before you joined the program and how they're affecting your life?
Okay, look, the biggest challenge that I've always had low thyroid all my life, all my adult life. But it's things like just chronic fatigue, not being able to eat, because if I ate too much because of the thyroid issues, I would put on weight. And it's things like, the chronic fatigue. I've had stomach issues, those types of things.
And you were eating really low calories when you joined the program. Can you remember exactly? I remember I got you to track your food.
Yeah. When I joined the program, I was eating somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200 calories a day. I had to eat that low to maintain my weight. But the other thing is, look, I've always considered that I've been a healthy eater all my adult life. Nuts and all those types of things. But what I identified when I started working with you is that my diet was actually very high in fat, very high in protein, and low in carbs.
And like, you're extremely busy like us, and I just sometimes I think to myself, when you tell me about the long hours and stuff, like, you must have been just exhausted.
Look, it was. I have been a terrible sleeper, and one of the things the program's helped me to do is to sleep far better than I was. But I was a terrible sleeper, waking up at 2:00 in the morning, finding it very, very hard to go to bed, go back to sleep rather. And then, when the alarm went off the next morning, I felt like throwing it out the window. I didn't want to get out of bed, but I'm very passionate about our business and what it is I do, and I would just jump out of bed and just push. So, I've been living on adrenaline. I've been living on that to keep.
I think it's like a lot of women, especially when they've got kids. I mean, you're a grandma now, and what can you tell the viewers what you tried? Like, had you seen nutritionists, dietitians, like other coaches? What have you done in the long time that you've been doing this?
Look, I would hate to go back over my adult life and work out how much I'd spent on naturopaths, acupuncturists, herbalists, Chinese herbalists, dietitians, doctors, you name it. I can't even begin to think how much I've spent.
That's great.
And mainly supplements. Like they pump you through full of supplements to fix whatever is wrong.
And so none of them were able to help you fix the issues that you had?
Look, I can't say they've all helped. But it's still, there's been improvement, but I got improvement, but then it sort of never got any better, if that makes sense. So over the years I've had improvement, but I've still known that there was something not right. And basically I love food. And when it comes to the crunch, I really do love food, but because, I've wanted to maintain my weight and not put on weight, which is what happened, by the way, when I was, I think I was 21, when my thyroid started playing up on me. I put on something like 24 kilos in a 3 or 4 month period. mind you, back then I wasn't eating very healthily, so I know why I put it on. But from that time onwards, I've eaten healthily, eating healthy foods, but cut back, to basically be starving myself, I guess is the best way of putting it, so that I didn't regain any more weight.
And when you say, because a lot of people say this too, and I was the same, healthy foods, what were you eating prior to joining the program?
It's things like I was eating a lot of nuts, a lot of yogurt, a lot of protein bars, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit. A lot of seeds, those types of things.
And, you tell the viewers now, so when you finished the program, what were your what calories did you end up on?
I'm on 2,000 calories.
And have you gained any weight?
No, I haven't gained any. I haven't lost any, but I didn't need to lose any either. That's the other thing. It was more, like I said, I starved myself, so I didn't put on any weight. So I didn't join the program to lose weight per se. It was more just to eat what I should be eating. I eat 2,000 calories a day.
And how much do you weigh?
I'm about 59 kilos.
So you're small.
I'm small, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
That you're eating double your food nearly, and you haven't gained a kilo.
I haven't gained a kilo, which is but before, if I had have eaten more than I had on the type of food that I was eating before, I would have put on weight. If I had have eaten 2,000 calories worth of the food I'd eaten before, I know that I would have put on weight.
And tell the viewers what you're eating now.
What am I eating? I'm eating all day. There are some days that if I don't start eating early enough in the morning, by the time I go to bed at night, I feel like a bloated pig because I've had to eat so much food to get my daily calorie numbers in. So basically, I'm eating 5 or 6 small meals a day, which suits me fine. I'm basically nibbling all day. And so, a healthy breakfast. I have eggs and things like that in the morning. I have my carrot salad. I'm eating slices. I haven't eaten since who knows when. I'm having a great lunch in the afternoon. I still have my shake. I still love my shake that I make, but I'm making it with different ingredients that I used to make before. I'm making it on milk. I came off a dairy farm and I hated milk, but I've never had so much milk and cheese and that sort of stuff for years. I can't remember eating that sort of thing. And then at night time, I'm just having my veggies. I'm eating ice cream. I love ice cream. I love my ice cream, so I'm having ice cream. And I'm having juice and things that I would never, haven't had for years and years and years, that I just have on a daily basis.
Wow. And so talk about the results you've seen, like the improvements that you've seen for the issues that you've had.
Yeah, look, for me, the biggest improvement is I am sleeping better. I can't say that it's still perfect. I mean, I'm a businesswoman, so therefore there's always things on my mind. But I'm sleeping far better. I've got far more energy than I can remember. That's why I said I was 60 going on 21. And my stomach is so much better. I'm not getting the bloating. I'm not getting the pain that I used to get with my stomach and things like that. That's so much better than it was.
And do you feel like you've got your love of, I mean, you always loved food, but do you feel like now you can actually enjoy food again?
Yeah. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel guilty eating what I do. Whereas before I thought that I was doing the right thing by my body by not eating that stuff. But obviously, my body has been craving some food, just some sustenance to keep it going. And I've been to say I've been looking after my health is actually 30.
Isn't it interesting, like you and I had this discussion, because you're 60, so and we were talking about how this is really similar to the food that you ate when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Fruit, dairy, meat.
Yeah. My mum was a very basic cook, and but she used to do all the home baking and all that sort of stuff. And I used to love that stuff as a kid.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like how the diets have just moved so far away from good old fashioned food.
Yeah.
And you probably didn't have any issues when you were growing up.
No. No, it's only when I left home and
didn't eat the food anymore.
No, and then my thyroid cracked up on me back then, and that's when I had to know. Then I knew that I had to cut back on what I was eating to maintain my weight.
And now, Faye, some of the main objections we get from women in the program, one is time. They say, I don't feel like I have time to do this. Now, you own a business, you got grandkids, you got kids. Like, what would you say to a woman who said, I don't have time?
Look, we always find time to do the things that are really, really important to us. If we say we don't have the time, it really isn't important. So stop beating ourselves up for something that really isn't important. That's my philosophy. The other side of the coin is, what time are we going to put on our health? What time are we going to put onto those things? And we always find the time to do the things that are the most important to us. And look, the reality is, it's just habit. Of a Sunday afternoon now, I'm prepping for the week. I'm baking a slice. I'm grating the carrot. I've got a Thermomix. I learned over the weekend how I can grate carrot in a Thermomix. It takes me 3 seconds to grate 500 grams worth of carrot in the Thermomix. So, I spend Sunday afternoon, a couple of hours on a Sunday afternoon, just getting prepped. I cook meals in bulk and freeze them. But it just means that I've got a variety. I can have something different every night if I want to, but I've got the variety, and I've sort of got my diet planned that I can change things, but know that I'm still within the same macros and things like that.
And the other one is money. So they're worried that, will this be worth the investment? Do you feel like you got the value out of this program?
Look, most definitely. From my perspective, I think I said it to you, Kitty, right from the get-go. All I need is someone to tell me what I should be doing. If someone tells me what I should be doing, I can do it. But the thing is that without having been part of this program, I would never have known. I would never have learned. I would never have thought that, my healthy eating was actually doing me the amount of damage that it actually was doing. So, you can never, from my perspective, is my health to me is so important that what I've spent on you is nothing in comparison to what I've spent on other health professionals during my lifetime anyway. So what price do you put on your health? What price do you put on your family? What price do you put on that if your health is going to suffer?
And the last one is, sometimes women are worried about doing this program online. How did you find doing it online, the support, the community?
Look, I loved the catch up with you on a weekly basis, just to keep me focused, to answer my questions, things like that. Any questions that I had, I knew that I could just pose the question and I would get my answer. For me, I didn't need a lot. For me personally, and I know that other people are different, but for me personally, I didn't need to be had my hand held every second of the time. I'm pretty smart at working things out, but if I don't know the answer, it was just good to know that there was someone there that could help me. I'm very grateful.
Oh, thanks. And finally, if a woman was sitting on the fence and she was, because I think a lot of women think, oh God, like this is so different to anything else I've ever done, and how can this possibly work? Eating more food, doing less training. If they were sitting on the fence, what would you say to them?
Just do it. Nike. Just do it.
That's right. You won't regret it. You get to eat normal food again. Get off the crazy diet train.
You can actually, you can eat food. You can eat food. That's the whole thing.
Real food. It's just life is so much better, hey?
Yep.
So good. Well, that was awesome. Thank you so much, Faye. I know you're just extremely busy. So if you're a woman and you're watching this and you just don't want to eat, it's low-calorie diets anymore and starve yourself, there is a better way. And click on the link below, put an application to work with us, and we'll get on the phone and we'll just see where you are, and where you want to be, and whether or not our program can actually help you. So thank you again, Faye, and have a wonderful evening.
Pleasure. Thank
I'll
you.
let you go back to your busy work.
Thanks, Kitty.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.